This video is about Ayrshire steel framing systems. Steel framing stud panels can be used to construct walls, floors and roofs. External wall facades are fixed through a waterproof membrane, or building wrap, onto an external sheathing board. The sheathing board is fixed to the Ayrshire SFS panel. The panel is made up of the base track, the wall studs, opening jambs, sills, and lintels. At the top of the panel there is a head track. If the panel isn't load-bearing, then there will be a deflection head detail that prevents live loads on the floor above from buckling the studs and damaging the wall. The design engineer selects the type of deflection head detail to use. The slotted head track allows up to 15 mm deflection using the Ayrshire URS profile. Screws are placed in slots both sides of the stud, and allow the head track to move with the upper floor. Blocking and bracing allows up to 25 mm deflection. This detail uses Ayrshire's UR profile, heavy-duty track fixed to the underside of the upper floor, or hot-rolled beam. 150 mm below the head track is the blocking. These are short lengths of Ayrshire CS stud profile, cut to fit tightly between the wall studs, at every fourth gap. Blocking is held in place with Ayrshire's VB3809 profile lateral braces, on both sides. The floor and head track deflect, but the wall studs, blocking and bracing, remain static. Another option is Ayrshire's deflection head brackets. These are available for 100, 150 and 200 deep CS wall studs. The bracket leg is fixed through the track section, to concrete or steel above, and slides up and down inside the Ayrshire CS wall stud. Sometimes the design engineer will use deflection head brackets, without head tracks. Continuous head track blocking may be used in conjunction with blocking and bracing, or as local strengthening at opening jambs. This detail uses Ayrshire's heavy-duty UR track profile, fixed to the underside of the floor, or hot-rolled beam, with short lengths of Ayrshire CS profile blocking cut to fit tightly between the wall studs, and allowing the track and blocking to move with the upper floor. All of the deflection heads can be used below concrete, or hot-rolled beams. If the panel is load-bearing, instead of infill, then studs are cut 3 mm below the top of the track. If the design engineer requires mid-height panel blocking and bracing, then use Ayrshire CS stud profile, cut to fit tightly between the wall studs at every fourth gap, and VB bracing both sides. Blocking pieces would also be required at both panel ends, and both sides of openings. Panel openings often need local strengthening at jambs, sills, and lintels. Strengthening is achieved by using stronger sections, or by nesting tracks and studs together to make compound arrangements. Ayrshire have several types of compound arrangements. These are the jambs shown in cross-section. These are the sills and the lintels. Drawings and diagrams of these standard arrangements are available from Ayrshire Technical Services. Ayrshire engineers discuss the best framing and installation options with customers. New hot-rolled steel and concrete frames should be sufficiently accurate for studs to be cut to exact lengths. Some pieces, including base tracks, are supplied in standard lengths and don't need splicing, while some longer pieces may need to be structurally continuous or spliced. This model shows an SFS rooftop extension to an existing building. To fit inside the existing framework, the infill studs were supplied over length for site cutting. Here's a quick walkthrough of the panel detailing process. The architectural floor plan and engineer's IFC model are loaded into Tekla as reference models. The ASF panel we will be adding supports the render system shown in this vertical cross-section of the wall. Note that wall panels are fixed to the top of the slab, not to the screed topping. The architectural wall elevation shows the window opening. There are dimensions showing the sill level and opening height. The Ayrshire calculation pack confirms the scope of the wall framing area. And the plan view shows the opening width. The Ayrshire calculation pack includes all the panel designs for a project. And the PN6 drawing in this pack includes full details of this panel height with this opening. The wall stud profile and framing centers are shown in the title block. The opening designs are shown below the frame. Below that are references to the standard, head, and base track details. The panel edge to opening distance is only indicative. Always use the model for exact positioning. The materials list shows the profiles, quantities, and lengths needed to build this instance of the panel, but always use the model for exact quantities. Fixing details for the head track, base track, lintel, sill and jambs are available from AirSuite. Add the panel frame, then the opening framework, and then the infill studs. If panel fabrication is off-site, then it's okay to make the panel into an assembly, although this complicates piece marking, and generally should be avoided. The parapet in this example fits between the roof slab and a PFC 180 top rail. Ayrshire custom pressed track is used to cap the underside of the PFC and provide a flat face for head track fixing. The parapet uses the blocking and bracing deflection head detail. This requires the head and base tracks, the studs, blocking and bracing, and the custom pressed track. General arrangement drawings are prepared and submitted for approval. When steel is delivered to a job site, it is bundled by section type, not by the parts that would make up a specific panel. Generally, very short lengths are cut to fit on site because they either need to be site fitted, or are so short that it's impractical to include them in bundles. Ayrshire Technical Services provide the design work, construction details, and installation advice. Please contact Ayrshire Technical Services for any further information.